Well, hi everyone. It is Sunday, March 7th, 2021. Joy always gives the date at the beginning of her videos, and I never do, but I did today. So I want to come at you today and bring you some interesting tidbits. Look behind me. Do you know what that is? That is new storage for my fabric. Brad and I did a little shopping over the weekend, and he has very kindly built 2 new pieces for storage, and he is making a shelf and painting it to hold all of my pattern boxes. I'm slowly encroaching into the living room, and I'm lucky that I live with very patient men who don't give me a hard time about it. But I'm really thrilled about new storage. Yes, I have plenty to fill it up. So today I'm going to show you some favorite fabrics. I'm going to show you the patterns that I pulled to work on this month. And I'm going to announce a very exciting new website, and I'm going to show you my lost dress. What does that mean? Well, probably sometime last year or in 2019. I told you guys that the very first dress I ever sewed, I was 14, and I remember it clear as a bell. It was a sundress. It had shoulder ties. It had a little panel right here with ties coming off it that tied around back. I can see the fabric I made it out of, but I could never find the pattern. And I do plenty of pattern looking at it, and I couldn't find it. Now Candace, with her artistic skills, she drew a mock-up of what the dress might look like. And she was very, very close. I remembered the panel there on the front going up a little bit higher into the empire line, but I still couldn't find it. Now, many of you sweet people, because what does this matter to you? Nothing. But you got in touch with me and you said, is this it? Is this it? I was looking the other day. Here's a dress that has shoulder ties. Could this have been it? This one's from the 70s. As sweet as everyone was, it still did not turn up. And I was starting to think, good grief, did I dream this dress? No, I didn't. I have a very poor quality Polaroid photograph of me wearing the dress. So I didn't dream it. Well, last summer, August 2020 to be exact, a wonderful woman named Debbie got in touch with me on Instagram, and she said, I'm just wondering, could this possibly be it? And I couldn't believe it. She found it. She found it, and I'm going to show it to you right now. It was Simplicity 7866. Now, I asked Colin if I could borrow his iPad to show you. And I'm going to get real close up so you can see. It has the tie shoulders. It has the panel on the front with ties going around to the back. And you know what? Candace just about nailed it. What do you think? So that was my very, very first foray into garment sewing. Simplicity 7866. Ah, memories. Now I didn't buy it. It was for sale on eBay, but it was so small. It was like a size 5-6 in juniors. And whether it was wise or unwise, I didn't scoop it up because I kind of want to wait until it comes up in a size I could adapt to wear now, because I think I could. So I'm still on the lookout for it, but I was so grateful to Debbie. She nailed it. She found it. The lost dress has been found, and I couldn't be more happy. And I want to thank you. If you got in touch with me and you looked on my behalf for that pattern, that really meant a lot to me. Now, I have some fabrics, just four little fabrics. I'm highlighting Fabric Mart and Fabric.com today. So this was just a really pretty jersey knit. And I don't have a lot of white or off-white in knits. So it does have a floral motif, but I loved all the white on that. Super stretchy, lots of spandex, really stretchy this way. And this is, it's a rayon lycra. So I bought that at Fabric Mart. The other thing I bought at Fabric Mart that just thrilled me is this beautiful rayon challis, and they actually call this rayon challis poplin. So it is not quite as loosey-goosey as regular rayon. Can you hear it? It's got a little bit of structure going on, but it's a poplin and a challis all in one. And this print, well, it really sort of took me back to the 70s. I was just in love with the print. So those were my two favorite from Fabric Mart. Now, have you noticed that Fabric.com is rather crafty? Their ads come up no matter what website I am on. And then they have all these little squares of fabric that they're featuring. And I was trying to ignore it, and I kept hitting on the same one. What is this fabric? Oh, it looks really cool. Well, by about the 6th time that I clicked on that exact same fabric, I thought, that's it, I'm buying the fabric. So here it is, and it is really pretty. This is a crepe, and it is a nice, I'm pleased to see that it is a nice, that was the wrong side. It's a nice thickness, lots of colors going on. I love the red, and maybe a bit of a tropical motif here. So this is single ply, and it's opaque and very nice. I did order some, I believe it was Telio crepe, and it was purple, and it is so thin and sheer, it just made me mad. So this is really good crepe. The other thing I got from Fabric.com is this very pretty and shiny. They call this, I guess it's just satin. What did they call this one? I don't remember. It's not real thick like satin. It does have the shine, but I thought this print was really nice. And it was a good price. I believe Telio makes this. And so I got it for probably a dressy dress. I have been wanting to sew dressy dresses. And I feel like at the end of March, I'm gonna be bringing you all dresses. I'll try and maybe make a short set in there or some pants, but I've got dresses on the brain. So here's what I pulled and what I'm working on in March. Hopefully I'll have a nice little makes video for you at the end of this month. First up is Butterick 6769. I love the caftan dress, but I'm going to make it midi length. And I have chosen a linen print, which is actually what I'm wearing. I'll put the pattern number of what I'm wearing in the description box if you're curious. But this is a linen print, and I have another one to make that caftan dress out of for Butterick 6769. I'm going back to the 70s with this Butterick 3780. And that's just a simple stretch knits dress. You can do a two-piece. I'm gonna do the dress. And it's got a seam up the back and up the front, but no zipper. You know, the old vintage stretch clothing, they always put zippers in it. And they put zippers in elastic waist pants back in the 60s and 70s. And I'm thinking, well, wouldn't it be one or the other? No, they had both. But that's a cute dress, and I've chosen, what did I choose for that? Oh yeah, I chose a nice double brushed poly. This is going back even further to the 60s. This is Simplicity 7080. This dress has everything I love. It's got pockets, it's got a yoke, and it's got a front panel. And I'm going to make this out of my great big circles print from Mood. A lot of people, let me go get it. Hang on. Okay, 7080, and I should have looked up the year on here. I believe it's mid-60s. I'm going to use this fabric from Mood. And it's heavy, it's like a broadcloth, and it's got those circles on it. It was designated for children's clothing on Mood, but I thought, no, that doesn't have to be kids' clothing necessarily. I got a lot of wonderful suggestions from you guys, and I loved the idea of cigarette pants with a little crop top to go with them, but as far as I know, I'm gonna go with this vintage 60s dress if I don't change my mind. And that's why I'm not showing you all these fabrics, because I haven't pulled all the fabrics that I'm using, and sometimes I change horses midstream. So I love this one. This is also 60s, I'm pretty sure. This is a Butterick 5681. Very simple V-neck dress with, are those French darts? No, those are just front darts, like fisheye darts. They give you the scarf. I don't think I'll be making the scarf, but that's a cute little summer dress. And then I pulled this one because I'm interested in the shirt dress. This is maybe early 2000s Simplicity 7162, and I like that shorter green shirt dress right there. It's got little slits on the side, lots of buttons down the front. And I haven't made a shirt dress in a couple years, so I think I want to get back to that. Other than that, I have to tell you about this new website. My friend Mary in Florida, I met her over at Pattern Review. I'm not active on that website anymore, and I don't know if she is, probably not, because she is releasing, unrolling, unveiling a brand new sewing website, and it is called Socialista. Socialista.com. You can keep track of your patterns. You can keep track of your fabric. You can review patterns. You can see what other people are making. And it's just wonderful. I want to encourage you to go to Socialista.com. She is actually running a sewing contest for the month of March, starting March 10th. And the prizes are really deluxe. I think the first prize is worth $300 and beautiful stuff. She's giving away fabric, and so you gotta go see Socialista.com. I have joined. I hope that you're going to join. Mary, I say she's a couture seamstress. Now she says no, she's not, but she makes the really difficult Vogue patterns, yeah, for advanced and the designer stuff. And she just makes beautiful things. So I am really excited that there's a brand new sewing website in town, and it's interactive, and it will help you get organized. So now somebody told me that I have really uneven shoulders. And that kind of took me aback because I said, I don't notice them when I'm sewing, and I don't notice them just in my everyday life, but a lot of women do have, I guess we're not truly symmetrical beings. Our faces aren't symmetrical, they're different on each side. And maybe my shoulders are too. I just always think I need to improve my posture. You know, we all do the hunch over the phones, the hunch while we're reading. And it's like, no, I need to look up. Look up. Look up. The sun is shining. We're missing life. I'm missing life by looking at this all the time. So you will find a link to socialista.com in my description box. I want to join the contest. I hope you do too. We'll run into each other over there. And thank you for joining me today and seeing my patterns and my fabric and my lost dress. I'm excited. I hope you're having a great Sunday and that it's going to be a really good week to come. I'll check in with you soon. Bye.